Yes. Keith, we'll have to there too, and I'll move over a little bit. Make it easy.
Whenever you're ready, Sheriff.
Well, thank y'all for coming. Wanted to provide a little update, on some progress in the case and some arrests that have been made. So you're well aware of when the family went missing. We've provided a timeline up on the screen. On February 3rd, we arrested Silverio Garcia, who is the employer of Aurelia, who's the missing mother, and he is also in a relationship with one of her daughters, who's an adult. But he's an illegal from Guatemala. He was found to be in possession of a handgun, so he's charged with certain persons forbidden to possess a pistol, and also has a hold with ICE. Yesterday, we arrested Juan Guerrera, who we can place at the scene through investigative techniques, and he's the one who fled from a vehicle in Baldwin County, and he is now in custody, charged with 3 counts of kidnapping first degree. I'm not going to get into details on how we were able to track these different individuals, but just simply that it's investigative techniques. But I also want to really emphasize how this case has progressed with the partnerships with our federal partners, the FBI, Homeland Security Investigation, who couldn't be here this morning, Customs and Border Patrol, BALIA, and we were in direct, constant contact with the district attorney. And so that's where we are right now. We've executed several other search warrants. They're doing another one as we speak. We do know that there was a black van that was involved at that residence on several occasions the morning they went missing. That's a photograph of the black van that's up there. That is being searched as we speak as well. And with that, I'll let either one of these, y'all remember Sarah Jones, special agent in charge with the FBI, so I'll let her say a few words.
Thank you, Sheriff. Good afternoon again. My name is Sarah Jones. I'm a special agent in charge of the FBI's Mobile Field Office. In sharing these investigative updates today, I'd like to reemphasize that our work here is not done. Our work will not be complete until we locate Aurelia, Zuleta, and Anthony. We remain in lockstep with our federal, state, and local partners and continue to support MCSO in their relentless pursuit of resolution in this matter. And toward that end, we continue to dedicate our special agent cadre, our intelligent analysts, our tactical specialists, a variety of analytical components within our field office, as well as our specialty teams, to include our evidence response team in support of this matter. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Mobile County District Attorney Keith Blackwood. Yesterday, my office approved charges for 3 counts of kidnapping in the first degree, which is a Class A felony. We will prosecute this case to the fullest extent. I want to commend the work of the Sheriff's Office and the FBI and our other federal partners in this case. That said, the investigation is not done, and I know that they are committed to doing whatever it takes, expending whatever resources it takes to find this family, bring this case to a resolution. We will use all the resources at our disposal at the District Attorney's Office to prosecute anyone involved in this case. Thank you.
What is Juan's relationship to the family?
So what we've determined thus far is all of these individuals are painters for various construction companies. There's a couple different named paint companies that they kind of go between, and so, you know, that their connection, as we know right now, they're all painters, you know, for different companies.
Did he have a romantic relationship with any?
We don't know that as of yet.
Has there been any linking back to the 2-year-old's father in Texas? I've heard that there could be related, some of these individuals, Silverio and Juan.
Silverio and the father of the 2-year-old in Texas are related. I think they're nephew and uncle.
Have you been able to look at the mattress?
No.
What led to, are we able to say what led to the charges that have been brought against Guerra?
Just say just detailed investigative techniques is as far as I'm willing to go with that. And again, the FBI has resources that are unimaginable to local law enforcement, and they've brought all those to bear in this case.
Specifically, how does this arrest help with the search to find these people?
Well, we're hoping that someone will tell us where they are. You know, and you know, anytime you arrest somebody, you're in hopes that they're going to tell you what occurred, and then, you know, our main goal is to find them safely and bring them back home.
Kidnapping implies that they were taken from the residence alive. Is that the working theory at this point?
Yeah, that's typically the case, yes. So, I mean, we believe they were alive when they were taken.
What about now?
I don't know. You know, I hope to find them alive.
Do you know what would have been the motive for this kidnapping? What's the underlying issue going on here with these parties?
We're not going to make any assumptions. We don't know what the motive would have been. You know, we have some theories, but, you know, we're exploring several different theories. You know, one thing that all of these have in common is they're all here illegally, some from different countries, and they don't speak any English, so that's been a barrier as well. And although there are investigators who do speak Spanish, it's still not as easy as trying to talk to someone who knows our language and understands our way of doing things.
So the first suspect and Juan are both in the country illegally, or they both have put County back in jail?
They are.
Ice hold on them?
Yep.
And are they both facing 3 counts of kidnapping?
No, just one.
Just one.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what led you to the 600 block Apache run? Yesterday in Park Park, we noticed paint equipment out in Park Park. Is that a connection?
Well, again, they're all painters. We've executed probably a half a dozen search warrants on vehicles and residences. Investigative techniques led us over there.
I've been told that the owner of the home they rented is Silverio's son. Is that someone you are looking at? Is that been cleared?
We are talking to anybody and everybody. You know, and as you can imagine, I've already said most of them are here illegally, so they're not, you know, eager to talk with law enforcement.
Where was the traffic stop?
Baldwin County is, I don't know what county road they were on. It was in Bay Minette. So.
walk us through that arrest that was made? Did he run? Was he arrested in a car?
He did. He fled in a vehicle, bailed out near a wooded area in Bay Minette, and was hours later was apprehended by a Baldwin County K-9 unit, hiding under a house, and was brought back for questioning and was later charged after consulting with the district attorney.
So was he driving that van?
No, he was driving a white vehicle. So that van's stationary, and we have the van right now.
Can you talk about the video canvas that was conducted, how that led you to the black van? Was the neighbor had like some kind of surveillance camera? Was that helpful?
There were a number of surveillance cameras that were able to help us link the timeline. And, it was in the middle of the night or early morning hours, so the video was not of great quality, but it was enough to lead us to where we are right now.
Do you believe that the family is still in this area, or could they have been taken out of state, out of country?
I have no idea.
So Silverio was dating one of Aurelian's daughters?
Correct.
How many children did she have?
We're not 100% sure. We heard of another one this morning that we were unaware of, an adult. So,
We've spoken with an adult that lives in Florida.
okay.
We know if that is the one?
It's not. No, she was living with Silverio in Wilmer. Have any questions for either FBI or?
I'm just curious here. We're not getting a whole lot of information about how this arrest has assisted the investigation, or other details. What exactly? Other than this arrest, what information have you found that's going to help you find these people? And do you have any indication that they are still alive and that they've possibly been killed?
Well, your question really doesn't make sense, but anytime you are pursuing an investigation or you arrest someone for what their charge was, and in hopes that they will tell you the information that would lead to finding, the family, whether they're safe or not. So, that arrest is significant because it's a piece of the puzzle, and we'll get it, and hopefully we'll further this case.
Well, speaking of arrests, are you just counting the one as the one arrest, or are you also including Silverio as an arrest in this case? One or two?
It's an arrest in this case. He's a piece of the puzzle as well. Like I said, there are a lot of, they're all intertwined, and, there's a common denominator of these paint companies that they work for. And we're still hoping that some other individuals will come forward and tell us a little more.
Are the suspects cooperating with law enforcement, or are they just have lawyers and aren't talking?
We've obtained some statements. I don't want to get into details of those, but we have obtained statements from some of them.
Are there federal charges in the case?
There's not a federal charge at this time. What we are doing is in support of our local partners. At this time, we will continue to follow the evidence, and if there's a federal nexus and federal charge that develops, we will pursue that doggedly.
You said you were executing other search warrants right now, but are you able to reveal any of those locations?
Well, right now, for the safety of law enforcement, like it's literally happening right now. I'm not going to, I'll say y'all were out near a trailer park yesterday. You may want to wander back over that way today.
How many other locations are being searched today?
There's one on Clearview, which there should be wrapping up by now, and that's where the van was located. And that's off south part of Dolphin Island Parkway. And then, again, they're headed back out to an area that y'all were at yesterday.
What about any more of the homes in Wilmer? I've seen records that person owns a home neighboring and also owns a couple of homes, maybe where Silverio was in Wilmer.
We have done a deep dive on all those, and so far had approached those residences and any properties that we could tie to any of them.
So you said the van was just recovered, and I'm assuming will be some forensic analysis performed on this van, of which people would that be?
That would be the FBI.
What's the name of the paint company? Is there a name of it?
I don't really want to get into that right now.
Is there anything that the public can help you with?
Yeah, just any information they may have. And again, you know, a lot of these people here illegally in the country. That's not what we're here to do in this case right now. We want to find this family. So I don't want them to be fearful that they're going to be deported just for coming to law enforcement.
Did they come over from Guatemala together? Because she was from Guatemala. Did they-
Yeah, I really don't know those, you know, attachments. I do know Aurelia, you know, I mentioned I had a final deportation order in April of last year. So.
Now, the baby's father, who's in Texas, at the last press conference, he said he's no longer a person of interest for now.
I said that this time.
Is that still the?
I mean, we're not ruling anything out right now. So, you know, I mean, he is still in custody in Texas.
Just a question. Will, you know, any of the people that are missing that had a deportation order, they'll recommend, if they're found alive and well, they don't recommend any form of clemency in terms of that deportation order. Are any of the people who y'all have talked to who have helped with this investigation thus far?
Yeah, that would be up to the federal government. That has nothing to do with the sheriff's office.
Is that something that y'all would recommend?
That would be something I'd have to defer to our Homeland Security investigative partners.
There is something in place that could be a possibility, whether it's granted or not, correct? There's a law, visa U or something like that?
I can speak to that. There is a process with a U visa where victims of crime can receive a visa, especially during the course of prosecution of a case. My understanding is that it could extend out further from that. But like the sheriff said, the citizenship status of the victims in this case and of any witnesses is not what is at issue here. What is important is trying to find this family safe, alive, and get them back home.
Do you know what the charges are and why he's being held in Texas? What the charges are?
He had some active warrants on drug cases. So, and then, of course, he has a detainer on him as well. So.
I know you said cameras really helped you guys. There's been billboards put up throughout. Any indication that somebody saw those billboards and were able to help too? Or?
We have received a few crime tips, you know, and have followed up on each of those. Anything else? Well, thank y'all for coming, and as things progress, we will get back with y'all and keep you updated.
What's that?